Here we go. This is Spirit. I think he's a highbrow cat. Little stud coat. And they're gonna, veterinary has to do a little bit to him. Shots, vaccines, processing. And so he's not alder broke and he don't stand still. And so what we're going to do with him today, this is the first day that we've worked him, and we're going to just kind of evaluate him and see what we can do and what we can't do. The priority with this one at this time is to get him quiet enough so the vet can process him. And I'm going to introduce him to my program. I'm going to introduce him to my tools. And we're going to decide how we're going to approach this little guy. Every horse is different. And it's good to have a program. You need a program. But not every horse learns the same. So I'm going to introduce him to the flag here. Say, hey, little guy, what do you think of this? There we go. I'm going to touch his shoulder here and see what we got. There we go. I'd like to rub his jaw. I'd like for him to come over here and interact with this. I'd like to pull him attention so his right front foot moves. There it is. See, if you can get the mind, you can get the feet easy. You can get the body easy. Mind tells the body what to do. And so I'm not going to scare him. I'm going to tell you my 3 rules. Rule number 1, they're not allowed to touch me for the rest of their life, comma, and I can touch them anytime I want. Rule number 2 is they're not allowed to dictate direction or speed. So if I'm petting him here, I just want him to relax and let me pet him. And rule number 3, never chase their face. That's really important. And if you'll notice, I'm not moving my feet. I'm not trying to force this on him. He makes, in the beginning, he'll make first contact, then I'll touch him. But I'll show you what I mean about that. Never chase their face. I'm going to rub him here. There we go. That's not bad. See how he brought his face to me? I want that to be a habit. If his face is over there, I'm not going to go over there and force this on him. I want him to come over and interact with me. It sets the tone for the whole deal. Instead of trying to rub him, I'm going to say, hey, can you come over here and touch this? If he won't, I'll just pet his shoulder. When he looks at this, I'll pull that away and I'll pull that mind this way. I'm trying to get that right front foot hooked to where he's looking, and the left front foot. I'm going to rub him here. I want to rub his jaw, remember? It's a little too much. There we go. There we go. Every time he looks at that, I want his left front foot now. Get his mind, get him looking at me, and pull that left front foot over, and then take it away. Good. Can he come up here? I'd like to rub his jaw. There, just like that. That jaw is an endorphin trigger that releases dopamine into their brain and relaxes them. So I'll rub up here, rub that jaw, then I'll rub his nose. This is a good spot to rub a horse, right behind the withers. They like it. Rub up here. Now I'm going to drop this rope, string. There. And remember, this is the first work. This is just an evaluation to see what we can do and plan our attack, if you want to call it that. We plan our curriculum. There's X amount of things that these babies need. But how you teach that is going to determine your success. Now we know that the goal is to get him quiet so we can put a halter on him, so that we can have a vet come out and look at him, process him. But in the process of doing that, I'm not going to avoid other things just so I can get a halter on his head. I want his halter to be something that he chooses to do, just like that. I want him to stick his head in the halter. And how am I going to go about teaching that? I'm going to rub him with this flag. Now the rope's around his neck. Can I pull him over here with his attention, just like that? There. They've rubbed on this horse and they've made him so he's not afraid. They haven't done anything bad to this horse. He's going to be easy. There. Can I bring him to me? Have him look at this and pull him like he was roped. If he'll go where he's looking, getting him halter broke will be really, really easy. There, there, just like that. And then give him a pet and drop the flag. That's called draw. And the mind does that. Not your tools. The mind. In my opinion, we concentrate on getting their mind so I can pull their body. Go up here, get his attention, rub his shoulder. If he'll look at this, then I'll use that attention and I'll pull him to me. Just like he was roped. I'll go over here, try a different deal. Put the rope across his butt. Rub that back. I'm trying not to push him. I'm trying not to force anything on him. I'll come up here and rub this neck. Now I got that rope around his neck. I'm going to rub that shoulder. He's looking completely wrong there. Now he's looking right. There. Just rubbing. When he looks at me, can I pull him this way? There we go. I just want him to focus. I want him to interact with me. I want him to know that it's okay. Remember we wanted to rub that jaw? There it is. That releases dopamine into their brain and relaxes them. I don't expect a heck of a lot out of them the first time I work with them, except for to not be afraid and to look at me. I want to get his attention. Right there, take that away. If we can get his attention and he's not afraid, that was a pretty successful first lesson, a pretty successful evaluation. He touched that, I touch him. I'm going to get that left front foot one more time. Rub that shoulder. That'll draw. He'll get curious about what I'm doing. He'll look at me, and I'll try to move that left front foot towards me. Just like that. Right there. And then we pet him. Take it away. Show you that one more time. Wherever his mind is going, that's where his body's going to go. So I'm going to rub him here. He's relaxing. That's what I want. I want him to be relaxed when I touch him. See if I can get him to look over here. If he won't, then what I'll do is I'll just put the rope around him. And pull him and rub him. We'll go here. I've got pressure on that neck. There, take it away. One more time. One more step. I'll never take the curiosity out of these little boogers. This is the most important teaching tool we have. Every time he looks at this, I'll pull it away. I'm pulling him like he had an invisible rope on him, just like that. Pretty good first lesson.